Hi guys, Dave here from BOgear, and a question I often get is, my messenger bag is really uncomfortable. How can I pack it so it's not so uncomfortable, so it doesn't dig into my back? Now there's a couple of different things. It comes down to the way you pack it. Also comes down to whether or not you've got back padding or upgrades. We do custom bags. We can do a custom upgrade to your bag. We can put back padding, which is removable, on for you. Or the other thing you can do is actually make your own little back padding that you can insert and remove from the bag. So one of the tips that I've learned along the way is buy yourself a really big padded mail bag. This isn't big, this is just an example. But this is the syndrome, that for example, would run from here to here to here to here. So you've got this big area, and so this is the type that has the bubble wrap, poppy bubbles. You know, when you're a little kid, you pop the bubbles. Yeah, that one. Get one of those that's got the paper on the outside. And if you want it to last a long time, just tow it up with gaffer tape, and that there will be a nice little padded back that if you chuck inside your bag and just chuck it in against the back there, you've got a nice little padded back there to keep you comfortable. So there's tip number one. The other tip is how you actually pack the bag. So you make sure that you put something padded against your back, you put any flat things next, and then any boxy things or sharp things final. And always put your fragile things on the outside, or anything that you need to access really quickly and really easily. So if I'm riding to and from somewhere, I've always got a shirt at the other end. We live in Brisbane, it's hot, I sweat. I don't normally fold this neatly, but I figured you guys didn't want me to look like a pig, so I folded it up nicely. So I've got my shirt. I've also got a towel because I sweat for about 15 minutes afterwards, get to wipe it down. Got my deodorant. Got the D-lock, of course, safety first, lock up the bike. Keys to go for the D-lock. I happen to have my power for my laptop. I usually carry a 13, but in this case it's being used, so I've now got a 15 just to show you. And then of course I've always got the extras of notebooks, sketch pads, my little black diary. This goes everywhere with me. I always have it. I have pens. Where's my pens? Got pens. Let me just grab a pen. There we go. Always got pens with me. So I always have that with me. A light if it's nighttime for safety. Phone so you guys can call me, and the wallet because everyone likes keeping money. So the way to pack it is essentially put your padded stuff against your back. So you've got something nice and padded against your back. That's if you don't have back padding or if you don't use the padded mail bag tip. So put the pad stuff against the back like so, straight on in. And so now you've got a comfy back. Then you grab your flat items that aren't sharp. They're slightly flexible as well, so they will round around your back a little bit, so it's nice and comfy. Put them in next. And then on top of that, anything that you have that's boxy, like if you've got, like for example, a camera case, you chuck that in. If you had boxes, whatever, you put that in on top, like so. Now my power brick isn't so necessary to have all the time, so I'd put it on the inside in one of these two pockets here. I generally don't like having lumpy things on my shoulder. I actually prefer having lumpy things down at my hip. So in this case, the hip is this side here, so I put it on that pocket there. What have we got? Okay, then my laptop. Now, a lot of people would be putting their laptop inside the bag. I wouldn't recommend that because the laptop's not flexible and the bag will actually want to try and round it ever so slightly around your back. So what I do recommend is putting the laptop in the front pleated pocket, which is this one here, like so. Close that up, nice and secure, it's not going anywhere. Now the only problem with that is it's on the outside. So if you do crash, it can be easily broken, but it's a heck of a lot safer in terms of day-to-day use and bending, putting it on the outside because it doesn't get any pressure on it. So that's where I put that. I put my wallet, if I'm not wearing a hip belt, I put my wallet there, put my pen there, my deodorant, I chuck inside the front bag. Again, I want to put it down near my hip. My phone, easy access in that little slip pocket there. My sketch notebook, black book, just there like so. Then I have my D-lock. Now the D-lock goes in the D-lock spot like so. Now the advantage of having it on the outside is that it's not going to damage my laptop because it's beneath the laptop, and the weight of the lock is actually not going to be pressing against the laptop. It's going to be pressing against the inside of the bag. And then all I've got left are these two here. So for safety reasons, I'll chuck that on the front. Love fibre flares, absolutely brilliant. Like so. Like so. Now I'll be seen from all angles. And then of course, because I want to look like a hipster, I like to wear that, like so there. Jokes aside, it actually is really easy access having it on your chest. You always know where it is, and particularly because your D-lock is just here, having the keys as well, easy access just makes sense. So now I do up the compression, do up my clip, and throw the beast on. Like so. So I've done up the main strap, and now I can loosen and adjust the hip and shoulder compression according to the volume. So at the moment it's quite empty, so I'll actually have it up fairly tight, like so. And do up the stabilizer strap. And so right now I've got the foam, the towel and the t-shirt against my back, so it's nice and comfortable. I've got some flat things on top of that that are slightly flexible, so it will actually, you know, if I round my back slightly, it will round with it ever so slightly. And if I had anything big and boxy, I'd have that behind that. The reason why I didn't put the boxes in next to my back is it would stab into my back, especially against my spine. It would be really uncomfortable. Any fragile stuff is on the outside there, so it doesn't get impinged by the interior volume. And of course the D-lock is just there for easy access for when you stop, and the keys as well. Bingo. So that there is how you pack a messenger bag and make sure it's really comfortable. I'm Dave from BOgear, and if you're looking for any other tips, check out our website bogear.com.au and head to the case studies page. Cheers.